Suddenly, a door opened in the east corner up a hill. It seemed as if the sun was shining very bright. I climbed the hill and called for my brother who had gotten into the elevator shaft. I said to him that he must follow me, but I would show him the way out of the elevator. Out. The elevator shaft in which we was in shifted northward. Even with this door, he got out as I heard the I held the bit, escape rail open for him. After I escaped, we both was back at our right place. This is the part here that I will give. The last vision that I gave in the last recording was about me being caught up above the earth and the sun, and there was a veil on me, beneath me, and this devastation was happening, and the people was descending up on the white cloud in the Middle East, and there was some up on the side of the mountain like morning doves. Well, this was a part probably after this that God gave me after the devastation where World War III had been followed through. Now, the reason I did this was because I want to follow up and with the part that I said that I was going to bring to you. Uh, Let me go to Jeremiah 24, 1-10, and I just want to read to you this because the last part I get Jeremiah chapter 24. The Lord showed me, I want you to listen at this very good. The Lord showed me, and behold, two baskets of figs. Baskets of figs, we're talking about the kingdom of God. Each one, two baskets of figs. That made his nations over there, the children of Abraham, the seed of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. They became a divided kingdom. So God numbered them as two different baskets of figs. The reason he gave you fig because figs supposed to be a substance, a fruitful substance for the body, but he gave you two of them. Then you that know at the time in return there was going to be two personalities there. That's the reason I want to tell you this before I read this. The Lord showed, verse chapter 20, but the Lord showed me, and behold, two baskets of figs were set before the temple of the Lord. After that, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had carried away captive Jehoiakim, the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judea, and the princes of Judea, with the carpenters and the smiths from Jerusalem, and had brought them to Babylon. One basket had very good figs, even like the figs that are first ripe, and the other basket had very naughty figs, which could not be eaten. They were so bad, then they were so bad. Then said the Lord unto me, What seest thou, Jeremiah? And I said, Figs, the good fig, very good, and the evil, very evil, that cannot be eaten. They are so evil. Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Thus said the Lord, the God of Israel, like these good figs, so will I acknowledge them that are carried away captive of Judea, whom I have sent out of this place unto the land of the Chaldeans for their good. But I will set my eye upon them for good, and I will bring them again to this land, and I will build them and not pull them down, and I will plant them and not pluck them up. And I will give them an heart to know me, that I am the Lord, and they shall be my peoples, and I will be their God. But they shall return unto me with their whole heart, and as the evil figs which cannot be eaten, they are so evil. Surely, thus said the Lord, so will I give Zedekiah, the king of Judea, and his princes, and the residue of Jerusalem that remain in this land, and them that dwell in the land of Egypt. And I will deliver them to be removed unto all kingdoms of the earth for their hurt, to be a reproach and a proverb, a taunt and a curse in all places whither I shall drive them. And I will send the sword, the famine, and the pestilence among them, till they be consumed from off the land that I have given unto them and to their fathers. 10 verses there. 10 verses there. That was Jeremiah 24, 1-10. How do they correspond unto the day's prophecy? Daniel, this was during the reign of Daniel, because God gave us this prophet Hannah, who was one of the Hebrew children, in Daniel chapter 3, I believe it was, who was placed in the fire furnace. But this prophet here, it's apparently it came after these three was placed into the fire furnace, because it gives you Hannah transgressed against, told Jeremiah something that he alleged God spoke to him in chapter 25 of Jeremiah, and he not. They both speak the same name. They might be two different people, but they spell just alike. In Daniel chapter 3, when the Hebrew children was cast into the fire furnace, and this was so. Well, what I'm trying to show you a connecting part, the figs, one was bad and one was good. How do they transcend in today's Bible prophecy? That's the reason I gave you this other chapter, Revelation 13:11-18, where God was speaking concerning this matter. But when you go back to Daniel chapter 2, where God spoke to Daniel concerning King Nebuchadnezzar, which we're dealing with here also in Jeremiah, let's read, God placed these together, where one could be a witness unto the other. Well, Daniel told King Nebuchadnezzar that God was giving him all the kingdoms of the earth, that he was going to be ruler over all the earth. But in Malachi chapter 3 and 4, especially Malachi chapter 4, God said that all of this couldn't come unless there be a great falling away first. In other words, as long as the children of Israel, the children of Abraham, maintained the status quo of the law of Moses, there could be no separation. But only when they become a divided kingdom, one and take on the law of democracy, and one have the law of Moses, then the one that takes on the law of democracy becomes that basket of rotten figs. But the one that maintained the status quo, which was the law that God gave to Moses, he would become the basket of that good fig. So this was God was referring to at the time nearing the return of Jesus Christ. That there would be two baskets, be two personalities in the land of Abraham. You'd have the good figs and you would have the bad figs, and one be good for the